Hey Wayne, we are about to start and we are live. Welcome, welcome everybody. This is the monthly community call. We are on the month of July and I'm gonna soon share my screen. I'm gonna be your host today. Kiki had a small emergency, so she asked me to step in. So I'm gonna say hi to people that they're here. Paul, Joe, Nathan, JR, Roland, Olivia, Michael, Ellis, and Wayne. They're watching us live from Zoom right now. If you are watching us from YouTube or Mozilla, say hi on the Matrix channel. If you have any questions, do ask on the Matrix channel and I will try to address them on time. If you have any questions afterwards, do ask on the Matrix and I will get to it afterwards. So I'm going to share my screen and get straight to it. There we go. Can you guys see that? Because it says that nice.
Not yet.
Doesn't want to share.
Yeah, give us the notification that you were sharing, but it didn't show the actual screen.
Interesting. I don't know why it did that. Let me retry to share my screen. Nope. Okay, it's here, but doesn't wanna share it. Let me try again.
If it doesn't work, I mean, feel free to. Nope, it works. I was about to say you can send me the link and I'll share for you, but it looks like it's working now.
Yay! Well, great. Welcome everybody. This is a community call, July 9th, of the support team. Doesn't want to move. No, I don't want to. Jesus. And here is our agenda. We're going to do some introductions. Joe is going to be our new Firefox person. So welcome Joe to the team. He's going to talk about this. Maury, who is our new team director, couldn't make it today. However, he has sent a video for all you folks with introductions. So I'm going to play it for you. I'm going to be your Kiki and give you your half of the year highlights. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about topic spam and automation classifier. And then we're going to pass it to Roland to talk about the state of the Thunder. As a reminder, this is our team. We are helping you fellow users in our community forums. We are writing knowledge-based articles. And when we say we, I mean all the amazing contributors that are doing that and localizing support articles. A reminder on how you can participate and where you can see the live streams on our Mozilla and YouTube. Joe is famous. And if you have any questions, there is this thread on our contributors forum where you can ask questions. You can submit your questions on Matrix, or you can raise your hand if you are live on Zoom and ask us the questions as we go live. Also, these weeks to do, a lovely reminder from Kiki, we have this post that is about introducing yourself of the contributors, and we have some lovely people saying new and old, talking about themselves and why they are contributing to Mozilla and what their hobbies. This is a very beautiful post. If you haven't seen it, I encourage you to check it out and introduce yourselves. We have some metalheads, we have some tea lovers, and some very interesting people that from all over the world. Again, these are the people that were supposed to be here today. Unfortunately, Kiki couldn't make it a little late minute. There is me, Costadina, for those of you who don't know me. I am Kiki's second person on as a program manager in communities. Joe, who is going to introduce himself in a bit, he's our senior staff product support. And Maury, who couldn't be live and has sent his video, is our director of global operations and of the support team. Without further ado, I'm going to welcome Joe C, and I'm going to let him introduce himself and also give us the latest on Firefox.
Hey everybody. I am no stranger, though I don't make an appearance as often as I'd like to in these meetings, but thanks for having me. I am taking over for the illustrious Mandy. Can never replace, but just try and do my best to meet her the standard that she set. Things are going to be a little different because some of you may know who recall me from the past. I also work on the Pixie side, so with our premium products, VPN, Relay, Monitor, and Pocket RIP. So yeah, so I'm going to be basically managing the release coordination at this time and helping to facilitate our knowledge base updates as well as getting um, coordinated all of our release efforts from operations to content to community and contributors. And so just looking forward to, diving in. I am still learning the ropes as to everything that goes on the Firefox side. You would think 4 years, going on. It's going to be, 4.5 years going in that I would know this side of the business, but I'm afraid I'm still a newcomer. So, your patience and understanding is greatly appreciated, and I'm looking forward to speaking with everyone where time permits, and just growing this process. We do have a couple of changes that we are implementing for the time being, and I wouldn't say it's anything like super crazy, but one of the big changes that we're looking to implement is where one of you awesome contributors volunteer to take on a content piece, as is the case I've seen a couple of times. Paul, I've seen you volunteer for a couple of things, so thank you off the bat for contributing as always. But where that is the case, we're going to have one of our awesome community managers basically manage the progress on that. So they'll be checking in with you periodically and on where and when you're going to be able to provide that content draft and or update. And the goal is so that this way you are supported and we have awareness as to where those efforts are, while also making sure that you are able to contribute in a way that's meaningful and valuable to you. So hopefully we'll get this written up and more set in stone. Right now, since everything is in flux, it's slow going in that area. But yeah, this is just one of the areas that we're looking to improve and expand upon interactions as well as the release process. Can you go to the next slide, Constantina? So this is basically what's coming up. Some of this stuff you may or may not be aware of. Pocket Sunset was yesterday. We had the archival of a lot of the content from the Pocket topics page. The only thing that's really remaining is the Sunset article as well as the how to export your content. Those will remain live until October 10th or 8th, I believe, when we formally end the export process. So users will be able to continue exporting their collections through that time period. For premium subscribers, refunds are going through right now. So that effort is continuing. So that's the first one. RIP Pocket, you will gone and you will be missed. That legacy lives on forever. Next, Firefox releases 141. That's slated for July 22nd. And then we have our monthly cadences following that. A big thing that's on the horizon is Microsoft ending support for Windows 10. And we're going to be launching a concentrated effort on migration as a priority, helping customers migrate from Windows 10 to Windows 11 and ensuring that they don't lose Firefox or Firefox doesn't fall through the cracks as we get through that. In addition to support that effort, the team is also working on something called Firefox Backup Tool. This is something that an initiative that they started, I believe, earlier this year, and now it's picking up steam as the urgency around Windows 10 end of life is quickly approaching. So these are a couple of basically the big milestones that are up and coming through Q2 and into Q3. I'm sorry, Q3 and into Q4, excuse me. God, I don't even know what time it is anymore. And then we have other things sprinkled intermittently in between that, which details will come up as they become available. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything on my end with regards to releases. And thank you all for this time and looking forward to chatting with you.
Cool. Thank you, Joe. Does anybody have any questions? And if does anybody have on Matrix, because I cannot check, could you very kindly tell me? Paul, can you be my matrix size? Thank you, Michael. All right. So with that, there is the welcome from Maury. Again, Maury couldn't make it today because he's on live meetings, but he wanted to send a video. So I'm gonna try and play this, and you tell me if there is sound, okay? There is no sound. I need
No
to
sound.
stop, and I think it's on the sharing part.
Yeah, there's a share computer sound setting in
Of
the
course
settings
there
for
is.
share screen.
Let me. Share options? No. Share sound. There we go. Share again. And again, it doesn't show. Because why would it show? Why would computer work? There. Okay, tell me now if it works.
Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. My name is Maury Jackson. I'm the new director of customer experience, which includes customer support at Mozilla. I was supposed to join you for the community call today, but unfortunately I got pulled into a bunch of meetings and I'm not able to make it. So Konstantina asked me to make a video of myself, so that's what I'm doing. I wanted to introduce myself to all of you and let you know that I'm excited to meet you, and hopefully we'll be on the call next time. So without further ado, my background, I joined Mozilla back in January of this year. I joined as the leader of the Trust and Safety organization here. So focused on everything for trust and safety, from our add-ons moderation efforts to some of our other product development efforts. Make sure we have safe and trustworthy products that live up to Mozilla's brand. Prior to that, I led some trust and safety organizations as well as customer experience, customer support organizations, first at Meta, and then at YouTube, specifically on the YouTube Kids product for a while there, ensuring there was a safe experience for kids on the YouTube product. Then I came over to Mozilla in January of this year. So really when it gets down to it, Konstantina asked me to talk a little bit about my vision for how I see the community impacting the broader customer experience, customer support journey. And really for me, it all comes back to helping our users, right? And the beautiful thing about the community, and having been a long time Firefox user myself, I've seen this in action, right? Like the beautiful thing about our community is like you all are able to help users in a way that I think is super unique to Mozilla, in that we help everyone from frustrated users who just want to, use their browser in a way that's very basic functionality, all the way up to the power users who want to get the most out of every single customized experience that Firefox offers. And I think the way you all interact to empower those users is really indicative of how we put our users first. And ultimately, it's all about like leveraging your expertise and your passion to get our users back to doing whatever it is they want to do with our products. I think that is one of the unique offerings of Mozilla's community, and really excited to learn more about how you do that and how we can leverage the community to do that more effectively. Like I mentioned, I've been a Firefox user for quite a while. I think since like 2011, probably 2012 timeframe. So maybe that's not as long as some of you, but for me, that's quite a while. Interestingly, one of the things I immediately noticed, and then the way Mozilla stood out to me when I first started using the products, was that you have this vibrant community of people who are passionate about the products, who are having these involved discussions, and not just about like how do you transfer bookmarks from one device to another, but like it really detailed really detailed and passionate conversations about how you get the most out of all the products. And that to me seemed like something that was really hyped It was really, really fun. It was really engaging, and it was really effective. And it was this core group of users who like were very passionate about the product, who helped drive further product excitement. And that's an area I'd love to continue to explore with the part of the Mozilla community, is how we not only answer user questions, but also drive more excitement about some of our products, and more hype as we help users to get back to some of the core uses of whatever they're doing with some of Mozilla's products. I know, like, to that end, you all in the community have really taken like huge efforts in addressing our user questions. I mean, it's not lost on me that some of the primary support mechanisms that we get for the Firefox products is through the answers that you all provide. And that's a massive service to our millions and millions of users around the world. So that, I wanted to say thank you for that too. So, also salute your expertise. And really, like, I think we're on the same journey, right? Like, we'd like to make it easier for our community to find the answers to whatever their problems are, either, everything from very basic to very advanced, and let them get back on track to using the product for whatever it is that they want to accomplish. And we're on the journey with you, and I'm looking to help find better ways to help them do that. So, like I said, unfortunately, I couldn't make it to the call today, but really looking forward to joining the next call for this, and hopefully, I'll get to meet some of you and hear all of your questions, comments, concerns, and get to meet you as in person as we can. Thanks a lot. Good to meet you.
All right. And that was Maury. Unfortunately, I cannot take any questions live because he's not here live. But if you have any questions and you want me to pass them, would love to. And he wants to be in the next call, so I'll make sure to make it next time.
Hey, everybody. Hope you're doing well. My name is Maury Jackson.
And here's H1 highlights. So I'm going to be your Kiki for today, giving you all the amazing work that has happened in the Sumo community the first half of the year. It has been a very full half of the year, and thanks everybody for their contributions and all the work that they have done. So a little bit about some timeline. On January, we had the Firefox Address Bar test day event. That was an effort to get more users to test, and community helped us immensely on doing so. On February, some of us went on FOSDEM. Moving very fast forward, on May, we unfortunately had to say goodbye to our social and mobile support, store support updates. Help, and that's the update there. And on June, the amazing support platform team released a spam and topic auto classification and moderation that helped the work that has been done in forums. If you are interested to learn more about these things, here are some links on the work that has been done. And I know that Kiki is planning to also post a blog post about all that work, and also giving kudos to where kudos are due about people's stats and how they have helped us over the last half a year. I wasn't here for all the half of you here because of my maternity leave. But this is the part where I would really like to thank you for all the contributions that you have done among forums, translations, and content creation. And looking forward for a very interesting half of a year ahead. A little bit about topic and spam automatic classifier. We launched this in early June. And what does that mean is that questions are now automatically categorized and reviewed for spam, like the topics. The tagging is something that we would love for you to keep on doing. And I know Paul has rightfully flagged that we still have a kind of an issue with tagging incidents, and we're working on how to figure that out. And I would also like to thank everyone who has found miscategorization and has reported any kind of bugs. Bugs are welcome, and they help a lot our engineering team. The team has just finished validating the data, and I think that they can give a better update on the next month's call. Just some primary numbers for you to understand the impact. Our spam rate increased from 25% to 39% which means that the 25% that you see in there was the classification that was happening by the contributors on spam, which showcase a problem that the community has flagged in the past. And we could see now very clearly so that we had a spam intake that we were misreporting until now. Also with that update, the core community is able to focus on what they like doing most, which is helping other users get back on track rather than having to do moderation. Also, our reply rate has increased from 51% in May to 66% in June. And Kiki and I are gonna talk on next call about some fun experiments on how we can help users better and move those numbers. So I'm gonna keep the fun for Kiki for next call. We are thinking for some interesting locales focus and product focus and how we can bring more product updates in the work that we're doing on support. So stay tuned there. But I want to give a huge shout out. 66% reply rate is actually a very, very good one, especially when we moved from 51%. Yes, Wayne.
Yeah. How would you like to have the miscategorization reported?
So there is a very good question. We have a thread on our contributors forum that is asking that. So if you see anything there, post it there and I will bring it to the engineers.
Thanks.
Cool. And that was the updates from me. That is the time for the Thunderbird folks to give their update. So Wayne and Michael, that's your floor. And I guess also Roland.
I think I'll let Wayne take this one and introduce Michael, et cetera, et cetera.
Sure. Yeah, we have a new community manager, Michael Ellis, joining us, a former Mozilla employee, as he will maybe describe for us. And he will be manager for both me and Heather on the developer side and me on the non-developer side. And we're great to have Michael with us. He will be engaged in all the areas that I have been involved in, where they touch customers.
Yeah, thank you very much, Wayne. Appreciate that introduction. As Wayne said, I'm Michael Ellis. I'm very excited to be joining the Thunderbird team as manager of community programs. And as mentioned earlier on the call, I've got a previous life at Mozilla, so a stranger to many of the faces here. So very excited to be back working on another project that's super important to the open web. So thank you everyone for having me.
And if you want another Michael intro, there's one on State of the Thunder Volume 9 that just got posted.
Where I get the year wrong entirely.
Oh, well, you know.
I'm off by decades. It's amazing.
Well, there you go. Watch the video to find out what he means. I think that's it. Oh, ESR 140 came out. Anything you want to say about that, Wayne? For Thunderbird?
So we have some people starting to report issues about 140 on Sumo, but at, I would say, a rate that's significantly lower than previous years, as a result of several different things that we've changed in our release process and development process. The ESR 140 is significantly more stable than previous ESRs. The code quality is higher. We do have one issue where we stopped 32-bit Windows updates from 128 because of MAPI incompatibility.
Which is like enterprise stuff.
Right. But other than that, things are looking pretty good.
Yep. And 141 is coming out because we do monthly releases, mostly synchronized with the Firefox monthly releases. next week, right, Wayne, roughly? Is it next week? 141 for
I
Firefox
think
as well
another
as
week.
Thunderbird? Oh, 2 more weeks. Sorry, I'm off by not a decade, but by a week.
Well, releasing 2 weeks late is kind of throws people off, right?
Yeah. That's it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We're gonna be back to you in August. If you have any questions, if you're watching this afterwards, do ask a question on the contributors forum post on support.mozilla, or ask your questions on Matrix and tag me so I make sure that I see it if in case it's over nighttime for me. Thank you everybody for joining. Welcome, Michael, and I will see you all in a month.
Yay, thank you, Kiki. I mean, Constantina and
Bye.
Kiki.
Thank you.